Welcome to Option Center. What a day, what a great push out. All-time highs we have met on all the different indices except tech. But tech's on the verge of a comeback, so we think. Before we get into all of our information, go down to that right-hand corner, bottom, and hit the subscribe button. It's the Options Tender logo. So thanks for joining us. We're going to go through the SPX on the options expected to move. We're going to put some trend lines on there, do our Elliott wave count. Then we're going to check out some trade ideas. Wait, we're going to do the ES 65-minute and then trade ideas that we had this morning, and we added on one more play today. So let's jump into it. Don't forget to like this video. Here's the options expected move. This is our playing field for the week. The options market projects that we will have a 74-point move to the upside or to the downside. Now, I suspect we're hitting that upside this time, sometime this week. We did push out into all-time highs. We closed at all-time highs. That's the important part, and I can't imagine us touching that bottom section now. So let's put some trends. Trend is my friend. Now, we broke out of this resistance here where the 20 moving averages. We're pushing up off the 8 MA. Everything's looking bullish with the MAs, the candle, great looking candle. The MACD is crossed over, bullish on every end. Now, what I think we're doing is we're working on a subwave 1 and then down eventually to 2. And I'll show you on the 65-minute chart what I mean. So let's go over to the ES and check out what happened today. Guys, I'm a technical trader. I know there's a lot of people out there that want to know the fundamentals of companies and this and that. I do have long-term ideas, but everything is worked off of technicals for me. So what you're looking at is charts and technicals and techniques in order to see if prices trending higher or trending lower, essentially. So we had our wave 1, 2, and then a subwave 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we're even working on a smaller wave, what I believe is 1, 2. So we should be looking for a ways to go to the upside. Now our expected move is 40-20, and I expect to get there. Okay. I'm with that options market. I expect to get there. So what do we got going here? We have the MACD crossed over. We're making a move. Everything's looking good. Tomorrow, I expect to see some follow through. We've very, very simply tagged. We just tagged all-time highs. Now we need to push through this resistance here before we can celebrate too hard. Okay, so here, let's go on to the trade ideas we had from this morning. Lemonade made a great push through this triangle that it formed off the 8 MA, recovered the 100 moving average. Still has some work to do, but that's exactly what we talked about this morning, and so we expect some more movement on Lemonade. Orcl didn't quite make it out of its 2 inside day, but right at the end pushed hard, and I imagine we'll get into that gap area sometime this week. Take two is a little bit of a disappointment on there. I think this sector did pretty bad today, but couldn't quite get over the 8 MA or the 200, and may start to push down. I don't know if this is going to have another leg down or not, but it's struggling. It's on the struggle bus right now. GDX made an amazing feat today. There was a wonderful resistance now turning into support. Broke through that, is well above the 20, pushing off the 8. Now, the next leap is over this 50-day moving average. So we're looking good on this one. We're way out into June for GDX, and this is a large bull flag in my opinion, and I expect to see all-time highs from here. Zoom didn't have a huge day, but you know, it just, this isn't a good technical position in my opinion, because of it just, all it did was backtest this big wedge here right after earnings. Anybody that was in this playing the inverse head and shoulder didn't work out, was denied with the earnings, came back, had great earnings, but now I believe is working its way back to higher levels. Uber. Uber has been very strong. Today didn't have a follow through, but it's an inside day, which I believe is setting up for another move to the upside. So let's look out for Uber tomorrow. Lazr. Lazr had another great follow through, looking good over the 20 MA, came right into resistance and is kind of having a doji candle there. So I wouldn't doubt a pullback from here, but then maybe that will be a wave 2 pullback, and then looking for higher positions on Lazr. So if you're in there, just be careful if you're not in long enough positions. Cron. Cron, we showed this one, is having trouble with the 50-day and the 20-day, and also at resistance. So didn't really have the follow through that we wanted. It was okay, but didn't have the move that we were looking for. We didn't do Tlry this morning, but we were already in that. That was one of our trade ideas from Friday and this weekend, and it had much better push off of that. We had a wedge down and just following through very well, looking for some resistance around the 33 area or so. Aapl. Aapl, now on the 65, it looks a little bit different. We did break over the 65-minute downtrend line. We ran into the 20 moving day average. We have a little bit of resistance above us, and then we still have a downtrend on the daily there. So, you know, I think we're going to get through it, but we'll have to see some follow through tomorrow. Crossing over in the MACD. Aapl is a good position. We're in that. We have a couple different positions in Aapl now. Tsla. Tsla also crossing over on that MACD, made some follow through, actually closed over the 20-day moving average. So Tsla is moving, it's strong. We need to get to that 50. We need to take out that 50. Now, our new position for today that we put on was Flgt. We were in and we were out of this one already. We were in this on the dip here and we got out on these 2 green candles. Our trade was just, it was beautiful. So what I think is happening now is some sort of inverse head and shoulder. So I saw that right shoulder forming. And so we jumped into this position today again. And we'll probably, if we have follow through tomorrow, who knows? All we need is a move right past the neckline to about 115 and we'll be out of this very soon. And maybe a crossover on the MACD would be a great buy signal as well. All right, so thanks for joining us here. Hit that like button, subscribe. We will be doing this every morning, every evening, and even on the weekends. So hit the notification button as well. Thanks for joining us here on Option Extender. I'll see you in the morning.